Georgia team, size, and just really proud of our guys' effort defensively. And that's why I really believe our defense is starting to trend up. And we're probably a little ahead defensive than we are offensively. But thank goodness that our defense is starting to play at the level that you got to play in the SEC. Didn't get off to a good start, and I just really felt that our guys were a little fatigued started off. And the bench is so important in what we do, and we saw that on display again. We saw it in the Texas Tech game. We saw it tonight. They came in, Desi, Gabe Osaborn, Reggie Chaney, Keyshawn Embry, and I thought. But the beauty of it is that these other guys are starting to step up. And you look at that, I call it that quick forward position. We got a lot of things from those guys tonight. When you talk about Reggie and Gabe and Adriel, I thought Adriel played well. In fact, he got robbed on one basket where it went in. He had a dunk and just snake bitten on that. But he attacked the basket. I love how he played. But if you look at what those guys brought to the table, I think 17 points. I think we had Reggie had 6 rebounds. Gabe had 3. And then, of course, Adriel, 11 rebounds. I mean, that's big. You know, when they play well, our team plays well. And we had guys make plays. The shot that Isaiah made, I thought he only made one shot. And you could tell he was not himself tonight. But I love the effort of him wanting to be out there and to step up and knock that shot down. That put us up, I think, put us up 3, and we didn't. I think we didn't lose the lead after that. Mason Jones, he started attacking the basket, curling and getting in the lane, getting to the free throw line, and eventually we're gonna make shots. But to hold a team to 29%, had I think 14 block shots. That means we were active. You know, Dan had quite a bit there in the second half. I thought Dan did a great job when he came back, you know, after 3 fouls of protecting the rim back there. And of course Reggie and Gabe. Our guys were really active at the rim. So it's a good win. Wasn't a thing of beauty, but at the same time, in the SEC, you know, games are going to be like that. You got to find a way to win. So we found a way to defend the home court. That was what it was.
You mentioned a little bit right there.
Welcome in. It's our Wednesday edition of On the Hill with Pat Jenkins Sports Talk Radio.
More of a rhythm, feeling kind of thing. That defense, you either can play defense or you can't play defense. You can kind of get in a groove when it comes to offense. But like I said, you either have guys that want to play defense or not. And I think it's a positive that we can win games strictly off our defensive presence.
And the fact that Daniel Gafford, you know, Daniel was in foul trouble throughout most of the first half, was, you know, and kind of settled early in that second half as he picked up his 3rd foul. Had to go to the bench, but I thought in those moments, Demetrius, I thought that's where this team started taking more and more strides and realizing that you have to bond. You have to be one tight group. You know, there was Reggie Chaney, Gabe Osaborn, I believe Adriel Bailey. I believe at times the guards were switched out between Keyshawn and Jalen.
Hey Reggie, I got a little bit of something from a lot of guys tonight. You came in, I thought Adriel may have played pretty good in that first half. Daniel got going.
Yeah, that's what Coach says. He always the bench is a big part of what we're doing here. Just coming in that night and being productive and just being an impact for the team.
Reggie, 2 questions, Reggie. But first off, just getting another SEC win to kind of continue in that trend after that break against Texas Tech. How big is that team for that team as you guys head down the final stretch?
Oh, that's real big. We needed that win. For here and out, for hustling, just more energy than us. They were just.
Welcome back. Teams, whatever sport they're in, when it starts to be the team policing the team, how good of a feeling as a coaching staff do you start to have, especially when it's such a young team that starts to develop things that you've been teaching from day one?
I really think it comes from comfortability and guys just being comfortable around that coach, and it should be here. And,
that's why you have a co-host that always corrects you.
and that's going to be exceptional. Attract me, you know, it's going to be a lot of pros and future pros. That's going to be
missed threes or any of that type. We're very active on the glass, and we've got to build on that and do that more often. You know, we're a team that's not very consistent yet, you know, in this first year. We're not very consistent at very many things. Every time we start to figure something out, sometimes we have some trouble, you know, keeping that. But we got to keep that. We got to keep that ability to rebound the ball and do those type of things. But really, at the end of the day, you miss the layups that we make and you go 15 or 29 from the foul line, you're not going to win the game.
You guys ain't even touched the smoothie. I wish everybody good. I hear coughs. Oh, shit.
Isaiah, who I know has been under the weather, hit a big three. What'd you think of that shot? And then that got you guys on a 10-2 run where you kind of were able to get control of the game. What happened on that run? What'd you think of Isaiah's shot?
Just on that play, Coach A just told Dan to come set a screen for me, and I knew if I could hold my man off there, help long enough where I could find Zay in the corner. And knowing Zay, I knew he was going to knock it down, but that definitely got us going. After Zay made the three, we got to stop, hit another three, and then Dan got fouled. So it just started another run for us to end the game, the run that we really needed.
You guys held them under 30% shooting. Tom Crean, their coach, they missed a lot of close-in shots. What'd you think of your all's defense tonight?
Defense? Defense has been real good lately. We've been taking pride in it a lot, knowing that if we can play good D, we can be in a lot of games. Now we just got to bring the offense along with the defense, but the defense tonight was great.
Hey, Mason, when Daniel Gafford came back in, I think it was like 11:30 or something around there, just how much did that energize y'all for the final stretch of the game?
Oh, that did a lot. Knowing Daniel going to bring a lot of people towards him, that's going to open shots up for our whole team. So having Dan on the court, having his energy, just having him vocal, just talking to us, is just real good.
Yeah, you guys as a team, I think, blocked 14 shots tonight. And
just keep developing as a team, knowing that Texas Tech, it wasn't a fluke that we played good of a defense. We brought it again tonight. So as long as we keep learning, as long as we keep fixing our errors, then we're growing. And that's a good thing to see. And I know that Coach emphasized that we should just keep going as a team and keep working hard. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, Mason, they had 16 turnovers. You only had 4, so you guys were.
I mean, even when Brett Bielema was here doing his tenure, I didn't even know who Armand Watts was, but Pat was always telling me, you always said Jamario Bell and I want to say Armand Watts were the two guys. You always kept asking me, why aren't these guys touching the field? I don't know what all the amounts of just their ability to make big plays. You know, that was his name coming out of high school, Big Play Dre. But I want you to comment on
Dre as a junior high.
That wasn't a guy that we had to question the outcome of the game. One that really sticks out is that Colorado State game where he had the pick and he dropped it. Those are plays that I feel to have longevity in the NFL, Ryan is going to have to play. But I believe he has all the capabilities to really play. Anytime you come from that Florida area, you know.
Jenkins on KDSJ 479.
Showdown. I'm Roy Philpott along with our. This time off the mark on the offensive glass. Outside to Jackson. And